Yeah, so I hope we get some good participation tonight. So, I mean, as everyone knows, now the four teams are already decided, and so it's mostly now down to who will play whom, which I think by this time tomorrow we all will get to know. It can be a rematch of the 2015 semi-finals, India, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, or it can be India, South Africa, and Australia, New Zealand. So, well, let's see what happens tomorrow. If India ends up winning tomorrow, that means they will play Australia, or and if India ends up losing tomorrow, they will play South Africa. So there will be a lot of speculations. Let's see how India play tomorrow. So I would first like to go to Abhishek and about today's game. I mean, that was a pretty short game, I would say, and it ended England's miserable run, George Butler's captaincy. So overall, South Africa and England, your views today's match?
Today's news, I can say that I didn't even watch the match because it was too late and it was not that interesting to watch also. And it was expected on the cards, right? That it will happen. Like I
Yeah,
was so we were discussing yesterday that England need to chase a target of 173 in 15 overs or something. But it looked like the reverse is happening. South Africa was in a hurry to win the match instead of England.
yeah. I think
So
still whatever fight England gave in the first two matches, today they just gave it up.
absolutely, and it sums up their I think the white ball campaign, starting from the three ODI series, the T20 series also. If I count from the India, then the ODI series, and then this uh, Champions Trophy. So I think huge setback. I think because the kind of cricket we know, New England, which they used to play 2 3 years back, I think it has been a. I think you all there's also a video in our YouTube which is
Yeah, yeah.
released
We
on
made
the
one,
England's
and that was before
white
the
ball.
Champions Trophy only.
So those who are watching live now, I would suggest them to go that watch. There it is explained in detail how
Yeah, so
England.
that's where I think, I mean, people will now
Yes,
realize how much underrated Owen Morgan was.
how much underrated Iron Morgan was, and I think we discussed last time also like some key players which England could have still utilized, the likes of Jason
Also, I
Roy.
mean,
I would
I
say,
was just having
yeah,
a word in X other day with some English fans who have watched them closely from that country, and they were just saying that since the time, I mean, the decline of English ODI cricket also boils down to the fact that England dumped their 50 over local competition, which was the Royal London One Day Cup, for this new format
100.
100. And I think that also, and still, I mean, there were some players who were good in the format, who were experienced, and because of that they were winning. There was Butler, there was Morgan, there was Stokes, Root is still there, Bairstow was there. But I mean, now the
Jason Roy, the biggest match winner.
slowly all these players are going out, the new players are coming in. None of the new players seem comfortable to the 50 over format. I mean, Phil Salt throughout the Champions Trophy, he felt like it was a T20 game. He was smacking at each and every
Exhaustive.
delivery.
Yes, like the
Even
same
Jamie
thing.
Smith, I mean, I thought he looked pretty good in the Test matches the last summer. Even in Pakistan, he played a 94 run knock, but in the Champions Trophy, he just looked like he didn't have any mental strength to fight it out there. He just came and smashed at every ball. If it goes, goes. If it doesn't go, let it go.
Do you think is it because the matches are played because in subcontinent they are finding it difficult, or like you say that if the
See,
matches will be played
I
in
don't think
England, or
I
will
don't
they
think
face the
it's
same issue?
subcontinent is the main issue. I mean, yeah, you can say that can't play. Also, I think since you spoke about this subcontinent, so Harry Brook. I mean, I don't think he's that bad a player. The way he's playing now, he's not that bad a player, to be honest. Yeah, I know he has his issues against spin bowling. He needs to improve a lot on his gameplay against spin. But even on flat pitches, he's struggling against spin. I mean, the last year I saw him. You see those three matches against Australia where he was captaining the side. They were two down in the series. Then the third match, they were 11 for two, I think, chasing 300 odd. And what a knock he played! He was smacking Adam Zampa for fun. So it's not like he can't play spin even on a flat deck of Pakistan. I think sometimes these things are also pretty what can I say, contagious, that when the team is not doing well, you yourself have not done well for 3 4 matches continuously, these things get into your head, and in a tournament like this sometimes it's very difficult to improve your technique or improve your mindset with such a short time around. I mean, there's one match, and then one match you have lost. You know the next two matches are must win, and all of a sudden your technique is under pressure. There's outside noise going around, and it's very difficult for a young kid like Harry Brooks. So I just wish him the best. I think he now goes back. It will be best for him. He goes back, works on his basics, and comes back. He will also play in the IPL. I hope he gains some experience from there.
Absolutely, because
And
yeah, the
I
yeah.
saw him playing some good shots. If you see, Ashwin today tweeted on Harry Brook about his cover drive or something against spin. So it's not that he has an absolutely zero technique against the spin. Yeah, I know on these tracks he will still struggle on turning tracks, but on Pakistan I didn't think he would struggle like that. So I don't know at this point. I think he's in a pretty poor frame of mind. He just needs to clear those things in his head.
Yes, because if you talk about generational talents and the next big four, Harry Brook's name was continuously coming in that list, along with likes of Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and the one more was there from Sri Lanka, Kamindo Mendes. Although I'm not sure about his age and all, so
Yeah, I
uh,
think another
he
one
has.
was
I think he
being
has
added, which was Tristan Stubbs of South Africa.
Tristan Tubbs from South Africa, correct? So I don't know why. By the way, Tristan Tubbs is not playing. Is he injured or what?
No, no, he
Um,
opened today, but I think opening is not his spot. It was just to accommodate because Babuma wasn't playing owing to an illness. So, anyways, he
okay,
won't play now because he doesn't have any place in the team. I mean, where will he play? Number three,
South
Rassi is
Africa
playing.
team
Then
is
there's
very, very, very strong.
Hayden
I think, yeah.
Hayden Markram. Yeah, yeah. So
Unfortunately,
coming
Heinrich
back to England,
Klaasen then David Miller.
I mean,
Yeah,
England. I think it's high. They changed. I mean, Butler resigned, but to be honest, it's not that Butler solely was the problem. I think he's just part of the problem. There's a lot of things going
I
on.
think he
The
has been made the
management,
scapegoat. I
Rob,
feel
Rob Key, their director, then I mean, Baz has just come in, so the decline had started way before when Matthew Mott was the coach. So I think they need to sort this out, and their next series, ODI series, I think is against South Africa or West Indies. I don't exactly remember after the IPL. Before the India Test series starts, I think there's one series. So they need to fix it out who they play. If they want to take my opinion, I mean, just kidding. I would say Duckett is a fine player in ODI. I think he's suited to this format. Joe Root, I think he still can play in the 2027 ODI World Cup, but maybe he needs to play a bit
definitely,
more ODIs in between the years. He just can come for
definitely.
one tournament. They
If
need
Virat
to
Kohli
play.
or Rohit Sharma can play, then definitely Jorut can play.
Yeah, I mean, seeing this Champions Trophy, I think he still has got the game. Today also, I think he was their highest scorer.
See, who was the consistent? If you talk about the three,
I think Abhishek's net has died out. Yeah, so they have
yeah,
one series against West Indies in late May, and then I think the in India Test series will start, uh,
from
and then South Africa will come to England in September. So, but the thing is, Root plays so many tests. He maybe doesn't want to stress himself playing those ODIs. I mean, he will play
obviously,
that Zimbabwe.
obviously, because yes,
He will play that Zimbabwe test after the IPL. Then there's just 2 3 weeks gap, I think, and then the India series starts. So I think mostly he won't play that West Indies ODI series because it will be a
yes,
5 match series versus India, and he will be the key player in that series. Then again, right
absolutely.
after that, yeah, I think he can play the South Africa series because there's 1 month gap after the India series, and then the South Africa series starts. So he can definitely play that
Yeah, he can
series.
definitely play that series because it will be a
And
build up
I
to the
think England needs to play this series
2027 World Cup.
pretty, pretty seriously because otherwise they may even endanger themselves to not get qualified straight away for champion for World Cup. They
Absolutely, I
have to be
think
in top eight, I think. So
no, no World Cup.
then
I think
there's
it's top 10 countries, right? Not top eight. I think.
no, but the last two I think come from qualifying. Like in 2023, Netherlands and Sri Lanka
Oh,
came
okay.
from qualifying.
Correct, 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 correct.
I
What
think
I
Harry
felt
Brook
was
will
that
be there now. Who are the other guys? I mean, Phil Salt. I think I hope he has played his
no,
last
no.
game for
For me,
England in
Phil
ODI.
Salt doesn't look a ODI opener to me at least. We need
And then
a better OPEP player.
I mean, who else were playing?
And
Jamie Smith.
Livingston,
If he
Livingston
Jamie Smith,
also,
if he plays, Jamie Smith's position is not number three. They need to realize this. Jamie Smith's position is 6 or 7. He can
yeah.
come down the order,
I think
smack.
first of all they need to drop Livingston. I think this guy is like
I mean,
he is
Livingston was
just a
pretty lucky
burden
that he
on the
came
team.
back because he was dropped after the T20 World Cup. Then he came back because Butler was injured midway.
And the
Also, I
second
mean,
thing is that Butler needs to find his form back. This is not the Butler we used to know actually.
yeah, I hope. I
So
mean, once he has given up the captaincy, maybe he plays a bit
so
freely. And
I would
and
think
today also, I mean, I just saw him. He was just playing like. I mean, he doesn't even know to hit. He was playing with some 40 striker or something. And this was the guy who could
pressure.
smack
This
50
is
ball hundreds for fun.
yes. This is what pressure can do to you. This is the guy who played that brilliant knock in the 2019 World Cup final along with Ben
Yeah, I
Stokes.
mean, this was the guy who can. I mean, Butler can pull off any chase. I mean, last year also you saw him. You go back to that IPL match also, KKR versus Rajasthan. He was struggling with cramps, and all of a sudden he pulled out
No,
that knock. So this guy has got the capability to. This was the guy who has, I think, 350, 300s in less than 50 balls or something for England. You remember his ODI century against Pakistan in that World Cup game 2019,
he used to smash
75 ball
Pakistan
100.
for fun.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
uh, And that's the thing, I think. And also, I think at this stage of his career, he needs to come up a bit early. I mean, he can't be batting that low because I think his power rating is on the wane, which is quite obvious. He's 36, I think, or something. So maybe I think I'm not sure also if he will play till the 2027 World Cup. If his form continues like this, maybe 2026 might be his last.
yeah. For if we talk about the 2026, I think for T20 I don't see any
Hmm.
issues as of yet because he's still now in my books one of the best T20 players. England has produced.
See,
I think
I
the
think
world has
I think
produced.
England T20 team is still not in that kind of a stage. Yeah, they lost to India. Still, they could have won those 2 or 3 games. I think so. I still feel T20 they have not reached that kind of a state. And T20 is such a fickle type of format because anything can happen. It's just a 20 over game, so you can get away with some technical shortcomings or something. But ODI, if these formats challenge you to the best, so if you don't have enough sort of tough mindset, you will be challenged at some point of time.
Absolutely, and yeah, because yeah, absolutely.
Also, they need to sort out their bowling. I mean, at this stage, I don't know whose plan it is. I mean, you are just picking up 140 plus bowlers and telling them to bowl fast, and more fast. So that's not how you can win a game. You need variations in the bowling.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way Archer bowled
I
and
mean, I
Wood,
don't know why
and
they
their
dumped
experience.
Restop Lee in this Champions Trophy. He was good in that ODI World Cup.
Yes, and if
Left arm
you
angle. Also, I hope Sam Curran regains his form. I mean, he was a bright prospect, but he slowly died away.
absolutely, I think, and especially I'm very disheartened about the guys like Jofra Archer and Mark Wood. Like they're
Also,
experienced
there's
campaigners. They are
one
playing.
guy in their domestic competition
Yeah,
who have done well in the ODI. Sam Hain. I think his list average is 50 plus, but he has played 2 ODIs against Ireland, but they don't give him much chance. I think he also needs to come back.
if we talk about bowling, I think it has been the biggest disappointment. Still, England scored
Still, I
three
think
fifty against
bowling
Australia,
Jofra will be there, but at this point, Jofra still can bowl well with the new ball. He has got that pace and all, but
but when the
he's
ball
lost his.
gets old,
Yeah, but he's lost his abilities at the death. I mean, when he came in 19, he had all those variations. He could bowl those Yorkers, bowl those
Yorkers.
slower balls and all. But he's just lost it. I mean, someone needs to walk out with him. Mark Wood, I think he should stop playing limited overs at this point of time. He can only focus on test. He is so much injury prone, anyways. So he can just play test, to be honest. Or max, if they want, play let him play T20.
See,
But
Mark Wood has
ODI.
to, but these guys are playing for a long, long time, Shaptashi. And what astonishes me is that you see the ball from New Zealand, Will O'Rourke. I mean, this guy is showing more maturity at this age compared to these England bowlers, which is quite shocking to me. And same bit goes with Harshit Rana, and these guys are bowling better in the Champions Trophy, which you're not expected.
Yeah, and I mean England need to have some brains also. I mean, you can't just bowl with 140 plus every time and bang it in. You need to have variations, to be honest. Also, they need some spinner. I mean,
Also,
Adil
spinners.
Rashid
Adil
in
Rashid, how many
2027,
years
I
he will
think he will.
continue?
I mean,
I think
he's
he's
already. I think he's already, yeah, 37. So
37. Then
the
he
next
will be
World Cup he will be
39.
39.
I think as a spinner you
And
can still carry him because
yeah,
obviously
but
England
I
doesn't
mean,
have,
they need to
or
find
England
someone
can go
else. I
with
think they have got
Rehan
Rehan in the
Ahmed.
squad, but
Rehan Ahmed
he
they can
hasn't
go with.
shown that much promise till now.
Maybe they need
Yeah,
to bring
yeah. I think Jacob Bethel can come back. He looked good in
Jacob
that
Bedell
first
can
India
come out,
ODI.
or maybe they need to
Jacob
go with
Bethel.
Bashir. That Shoaib Bashir. What was that guy?
Though I would say they can bring back Tom Hartley. He looked good in India and he can bat also.
No, no, no. What was that guy? Bashir, right?
Shoaib Bashir is the off spinner. I'm
Shoaib
saying Tom
Bashir.
Hartley, who is the left arm spinner. Also, there's
But
another guy, Liam Dawson, but they don't pick him that much.
Liam Dawson, yes. So
Yeah, so they
because
need
I
to
think
fix that out also, get some good paces also. I'm not sure. Yeah, at this point, maybe I'm not discussing about the test and all, but ODI, they need to fix these things, to be
yes,
honest.
because it's yeah. Test also, yeah. There is some issues, but yeah, we can discuss it at some other point.
Yeah, test, I think at this point, they will feel that they can beat India at home, though I'm not sure how much they will do. And in Australia, they will surely be challenged. But yeah, if they can even win one
In
or two in
Australia,
Australia, that will be a
in
great achievement.
Australia, if India is not able to win it, then I'm very much like England. It's very very difficult. If they manage to draw one match also, I would be surprised. To be very honest,
Yeah, I mean, see, I think they will win at least one because the way they play these days, one out of five, the probability just
the
comes
problem
out.
is the bowling. The problem is the bowling, Saptashi.
Because the way they play, I mean, and they go out, go hard at every ball, and the edges carry. And one match, luck will be with you. Everything will fall in no man's land, and you will get the runs. All of a sudden, the runs will skyrocket, and you will win. Yeah, the
Uh,
bowling. Let's see
the
how.
bowling.
I think
The bowling
I
is the
I
main.
would still say the T20 the Test bowling is not that much poor because in Test, I think Braden Carr still now have done well. Who else are their bowlers? Mark Wood may
Atkinson.
come back. Yeah, Gus was pretty impressive last year.
Vokes is
Gus
there.
Atkinson. Yeah, taking your comment, Tullah. Gus Atkinson has been pretty impressive. And who else was bowling for them last year?
These were DC
Stokes,
World
I'm
Cup
not sure
champions.
how much. Yeah, but Stokes is also a curious case in the Test format because at this point, if he bowls, he gets injured, and he's not that good a batter to play as a sole batter, so as only batter. So Stokes also needs to take care of his fitness. To be honest, Cars, Atkinson, who else were playing for them? Why am I forgetting? Okay, Vokes can be there, but Vokes, I don't know if they will take him to Australia.
Potts is there. Matthew Potts
Matthew
is there.
Potts is there,
Ollie Stone
and
is there.
also they may think of taking Archer, but I don't know if that will mean
No,
finishing his
no,
career.
no, 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 no. I don't think that would be a good move
Yeah, because I mean, playing him in Test matches, that will be a really bad thing for him
because
after that
you
serious
need him for.
injury.
I think you need him for the 2026 World Cup, which will be
No, no.
played in India.
Jamie Overton doesn't play test. He played only one test, right?
I
Jamie
think he's
Overton played
talking
only
about
one test.
Craig Overton
Craig Overton. But Craig Overton hasn't played for England in a while, I think. His last test was against India, I think, in 2021.
So I think yeah,
Uh,
to learn as a comment, this bar
Also,
DC World Cup champions, sorry
another bowler
WIPL
who can
champions.
play for England is Daniel Borel, who I think was from Australia, but he's now qualified to play for England. He plays in the county for Surrey or something, whatever it is. Yeah, Oli Stone is someone who can do good in Australia, to be honest. Yeah, so I wrote a thread on this. Maybe we can have a discussion on this England's test side someday else. Let's come back to the point. So, हाँ इस बार DCWPL champion. आज तो बहुत अच्छा खेली. And RCB has died since entering Chinnaswamy, to be honest. They won the first two, then they entered Chinnaswamy and lost four. Abhishek is got stuck or whatever. I can't see Abhishek's screen at this point. I mean, his face is just got stuck. Is he here or whatever? I'm not sure what's happened with Abhishek. So, by the way, yes, you guys can keep on commenting.
Am I am I audible now?
Yeah, so You entered from a different device because two Abhisheks were there at one time.
Yeah, I think now it's fine.
Mhm. But I think it's a bit echo from
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That was, I think, that was strange. What happened? So Smriti is such a
Smriti is
superb
such a
player. Never play. No, she used to perform in WIPL, but I think now, like, she's not able to perform there also.
no. I think Chinnaswamy is RCB's main reason of losing. They have entered Chinnaswamy and lost four. They won the first two games.
I think the RCB has chosen a very at Chinnaswamy ground is very bad for RCB. I think we have to need to look both women's and men's, especially men's. What is the winning rate at RCB? The Chinnaswamy.
I mean, they qualified all the 3 years when they didn't play at Chinnaswamy during COVID, and they entered Chinnaswamy and didn't qualify the next
No,
year.
this time also the last year also they qualified, right? 2024
Yeah, I
also
mean,
they
they
qualified.
have qualified in Chinnaswamy. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying when they didn't play in Chinnaswamy, they qualified all the 3 years.
Yes, yes. I think Chinnaswamy it doesn't suit them, especially the bowlers which they pick.
Yeah. So, I mean, Chinnaswamy is that kind of a ground. It's mostly bad versus bad.
Yes,
It's
but
such a
thanks
small
Tullah
ground and
for starting the conversation. Otherwise, it could have been a boring
yeah.
ride.
And tomorrow, I mean, it's India versus New Zealand after 25 years in the Champions Trophy.
Yes, after the final.
Yeah.
So, what are your views on
So,
that? We can also discuss about that one. And
yeah, yeah. So, I
I'm
mean,
saying India
see,
winning, not
it will be a
comfortably,
good
but
game
yeah,
to be honest.
it will be a good game.
Uh,
Absolutely.
I mean, the only thing that I can predict is New Zealand. Even if they lose, they will put up a fight. They will surely not go out
And the
without
only
a
thing
fight.
I can also predict is that if if they lose, they will be happy.
See, I think that's a pretty foolish thing because I think in sports, yeah, but Rajatabu also said, and if Australia is that
Absolutely.
good, you think, then इवन इफ यू चलो तुम साउथ अफ्रीका को फेस कर लिया जीत भी गया तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया अगर उतना अच्छा टीम है तो
But
वो न्यूजीलैंड को भी हरा देंगे और फिर फाइनल में तो मिलना ही पड़ेगा
if I think that yeah, I think yeah that if India is facing New Zealand in final, that would be more
also I'm
dangerous.
not sure is Rohit Shaw fit I was reading some news that he may not play
Yeah, I think he pulled up his I think hamstring or something while fielding in the
so
Pakistan match.
will India
So
take any risk because the semi final is just 2 days
they
away
shouldn't. They shouldn't. And I think Rohit Sharma is a very key player for them. So
yeah I mean if you miss someone like Rohit Sharma in the semi final who is the captain as well as one of your best
yes,
openers so that
already
will
you
be
have
big.
you have one big miss, that is the name of Jasprit Bumrah. 50% you
And
have missed
and
there
to be
only.
honest, you don't also have any other openers. So if you have Rohit Sharma injured, all of a sudden you have to call in Jaiswal or maybe push someone else to open the innings.
I don't think he's in that is the injuries that is of that such kind of
Yeah, so
severity.
I'm not sure
But it's
what
better.
is the
Although the match is
exact
important
status.
because see, um, like whom you're playing on semifinal, that is also
Yeah, tomorrow
India would
Virat's 300
definitely.
ODI match, and I think Virat will be the last player to play 300 or 300 ODI matches. I really don't see anyone else playing, particularly the rate at which ODIs are diminishing.
Played
So
nowadays. Yeah,
yeah, so I
and
really
yeah,
don't see anyone.
and I think
I think after him, the next two players with most matches in ODI at this point are I was saying last day, Mushfiqur and someone else. I told
and
Rohit
we need
only.
to
Yeah,
see that
Mushfiqur
whether
only.
we. I think I don't know, Sadarshi, since you're the stats guy of our team in 300 ODI, like the list of players who have played, is there any player who scored 100 in the 300 ODI match?
Yeah, that's a tricky
So
thing. But one thing I saw was that Jadeja has always performed in some way or the other in Kohli's milestone games.
no, Jadeja, as I've always said, that in these conditions he is lethal with the ball, with the bat, and yeah, especially if the ball
Yeah,
turns.
also they may race Shami tomorrow and just have a look at Arshdeep if they need him in the semis.
If you ask my opinion, I wouldn't allow that because if you are decided on playing Shami for semi-final and final, then you should give him a go.
I mean, Crickbuzz is saying that tomorrow Shami and Kuldeep may be rested and Arshdeep and Chakrabarti. But the thing is, now if
I don't
Arshdeep
think
comes
that's
in and
a it
picks up Arshdeep or Varun comes in and picks up a fifer,
exactly
then what do
exactly.
you do? Do you drop someone who picked up a fifer? It will be injustice to him, or you drop Shami and play Arshdeep in
I would say
semi-final.
that play with the same
So I mean,
combination.
then India will be in sort of a double mindset because that will be in a nasty position to be in.
Yeah, Tulla, your point is correct that Brown could be here, but I think this tournament is so small that I think there is no room for making, I think, changes. I
See,
think
I mean, they can make changes, but my point is, you make changes and then you can be in a problem of plenty.
exactly. And the same issue they faced in the 2019 World Cup. They were continuously making changes at the number four, and
No,
eventually
I
that
think the
only
changes
came to haunt us.
mainly started because of Dhawan's injury. Initially, they had made up their mind to
Th-
play Rahul. Then
Dhawan was the
Dhawan gets
opener.
injured.
Dhawan was the opener.
Yeah,
So,
but then Dhawan
but
gets injured and they didn't have any other opener. So they
see,
had to push
initially it
Rahul
was
up the
yeah.
order. Now this thought, चलो विजय शंकर को खिलाते हैं number 4 पे. Then Vijay
He
Shankar was
failed.
injured or he was made injured. I'm not sure about that. And then all of a sudden I saw Pant coming in at number 4 after 2 matches.
Pant coming at
फिर
number four.
फिर
Dinesh
इंग्लैंड
Karthik
मैच में
coming at number four. Kedar
वो
Jadhav.
या इंग्लैंड मैच में वो चाहल और कुलदीप की कुटाई हुई. उसके बाद दे डिसाइडेड वी कांट प्ले बोथ, वी नीड टू ड्रॉप वन एंड इंक्रीज द बैटिंग एंड दे ब्रॉट बैक जडेजा. केदार जाधव अच्छा नहीं खेले तो उसको भी ड्रॉप करके दिनेश कार्तिक को लाया. And all of a sudden, and they dropped Shami in the semi-final again, for no reason. So yeah, it was sort of a chaos throughout that tournament.
And eventually it came to cost us. See, 240 runs. I would not say that it's bowlers did their job. What more they can do in a World Cup semi-final? If you're not able to chase 240, it's batsman fault. You cannot tell it's the bowler's fault. No, no, no. Because the same total England chased comfortably against Australia. More or less the same total.
I think it was 10 runs less or something to 28 something. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
also the thing is, in that England Australia game, I think the conditions were far better for batting against India. I mean, that day it was pretty gloomy in.
is it?
I think.
No, I think the conditions, when Australia was batting, it was not that good for batting. I think.
Yeah, I think
They,
Jofra Archer and Chris Brooks bowled a pretty good new ball spell when they got David Warner and Aaron Finch, the leading run scorers of the tournament.
yeah,
Steve Smith got some 85, I think, but then he got out.
and then the masterclass from Jason Roy came.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, India made quite a few wrong decisions throughout that World Cup, and I think they paid for that, to be honest. New Zealand were
Yes,
absolutely spot on.
the 2023 team looked more balanced to me. If you ask me, because
2023 also had some issues. I mean, I
it ca-
had told previously also that, I mean, the batting was gonna get exposed one day or the other. Yeah, had India been lucky, it may have gone on for another day, but sadly for India, that
yeah,
it got exposed on the main day.
no,
And
and
but
also one more thing was that Hardik Pandya.
yeah, that's
Hardik
what I'm saying.
Pandya,
I mean, once Hardik Pandya was injured, they were playing with 5 bowlers, and उसका बैटिंग में ऐसा था कि 6 पे सूर्या कुमार खेल रहे थे जो एकदम ही कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे थे, तो बेसिकली दे वर प्लेइंग विद 5 बैटर्स.
Surya Kumar Yadav only played a good night, if I remember, was against England, where
Yeah,
he scored a
49 got.
48, 49 something. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically India was playing with 5 batters, and out of that, they lost Gill early on. Rohit was playing such a high risk game, so he was anyways gonna get out at some point of time. They were left with Virat, Shreyas, and Rahul. Shreyas was good throughout that second half of the tournament, but sadly he got out for 4 on that day.
But one thing which I think Sullivan also pointed out correctly, that
And once
if
Shreyas got
players
out, I realized that India won't be making 300 today because they were really under the pump. They knew that we can't lose another wicket now, otherwise Sky will come in at number before the 20th over. That will mean disaster. So Virat and Rahul had to drop anchor, and what that meant was they just got into some sort of a shell. Australia used the
and that
opportunity
and
to
that wicket
pile up
of
the
Virat
runs.
Kohli,
And still, I think, yeah, I mean, just at that point,
came
maybe
at a
when
bad.
Virat thought that he could have accelerated a bit, he got out.
So yeah, it was not
And
our day, I would
and
say.
Rahul just got stuck at one end. He couldn't even rotate the strike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, also things are judged basically based on results. So had India won, maybe the Rahul knock also would have been hailed as good. But the thing is, yeah, when Australia were 47 for 3, it looked like Australia may end up losing the game. But Travis had just nailed, and also Labuschagne. I mean,
Yeah,
he was
India needed
dead
India
solid at
needed,
one end.
needed I think India needed one more wicket, and then I think it was all up to Maxwell and I think English. They were
Yeah,
not having any more batters.
Maxwell, English, and
and then Pat
What
Cummins
anyone
and
knows. Yeah,
nobody else.
yeah.
So it was just a matter of one wicket which India couldn't take.
Yeah, and I mean
Ball.
they could even attack. I mean Labuschagne was pretty solid at one end, and Travis Head just kept on banging the runs.
So, yeah, we have been still having a very silent life till now.
Yeah, I
We
mean
hope
it's
more
only
people.
Sundar Sardar. No other comments till now.
Hmm. So I think yesterday's live was a more bit more engaging. I feel.
Yeah, I think maybe today a lot of the guys have gone to sleep by now. Maybe I'm not sure. Anyways, let's stay for some more time and then we'll close it out.
And guys, you have given a good response for the Pakistan white ball cricket decline. It has garnered around 352 views. So
Okay, nice.
thank you guys.
I didn't watch it. It was just 7 or something yesterday. It's 352. Man, I mean that's massive.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man,
cool.
359. I mean इतना
Yeah.
फास्ट तो पाकिस्तान का रन नहीं बनता भाई. जितना जल्दी उसका डिक्लाइन हुआ उतना जल्दी व्यूज आया. So yeah, I think Pakistan related content garners a lot of views on our channel.
I've told you before also.
I mean, I think
Uh,
even I made that short on Pakistan New Zealand match, and that was 280 views or something. I think.
so he's asking that any update. So what update you're talking about?
Yeah. What
Tullah
update? I mean, regarding match or our channel, what I'm not exactly getting it.
or Rohit Sharma's injury or something. I don't know.
Rohit Sharma's injury, I can't give you that much of an update. But apart from that, Crickbuzz
But
is
if
saying
Rohit
he
Sharma,
may play.
but if Rohit Sharma will not play tomorrow, then who will open the innings?
I think I was hearing that if Rohit doesn't, yeah, so he's asking that only. Yeah, if Rohit doesn't play, I think they will try Pant only to open.
And suppose Pant scores a century.
But still, you draw. You see, that's the problem of playing someone else right before a knockout game,
That's the problem in a short tournament.
and you just don't want to change the combination unless some injury happens. Because now, if Pant scores a century, what do you say him next match that you are still gonna get dropped? नो भाई
KL
केएल
will
का
not open.
पोजीशन और चेंज मत करो, वो बंदा वैसे भी घबरा चुका है.
No, but Saptashi, it's also like he'll be giving 50 overs, suppose, and
Yeah,
then all of a
मतलब
sudden he has to come for batting.
see,
It will
I
be
mean,
harsh on
still
him
I
too.
can agree that because I think in ODI some guys have done keeping and opening.
That guy is, but yeah, but KL has not done that. So
Yeah, हाँ मतलब कितना I
he is
think
not a regular keeper.
Dekov has done that. Who
Dekock
else
has
has
done that.
done that?
Sangakkara has done that most
No,
probably.
Sangakkara didn't open.
I'm not
And to be
sure.
honest, Sangakkara, the thing is also Sangakkara in test also people sometimes judge his stats as a wicketkeeper batter. But if you see it, he was not. He was a wicketkeeper batter for a very short span of time in Test cricket. Most of the times he played as a top order batter. So I think Gilchrist did it. He used to open in ODIs, right? And he used to keep also. Gilchrist did it. Bairstow, I don't know because he didn't
But
keep
I
a
would
lot
say that
actually. Butler.
that is very. I think Butler kept in the 2019 World Cup.
Yeah, I think Bairstow used to keep in Test cricket for some time in the Ashes and all.
Hmm.
हाँ पर वो है मतलब और केएल का भाई और चेंज मत करो. केएल ऐसे भी 5-6 तुम उसको खिला रहे हो, कभी 7 पे भेज रहे हो, कभी 6 पे, कभी 5 पे. उसको सिर्फ नॉकआउट्स के पहले और प्रेशर मत डालो, वैसे भी वो प्रेशर में होता है नॉकआउट्स में.
Yeah, and I feel that if KL doesn't perform in knockout this time, then I think unfortunately then India has to take a call on him on 2027 World Cup and play Pant
वो है. So
because he has been given a lot of
If
chances.
India doesn't win this time, who will get the blame? KL or Shami? Because whenever I think since Shami's debut, he's missed only two ICC tournaments basically. One was 2013 Champions Trophy and one was 2020 T20 World Cup.
And both India won. I think
I'll
Shami
say for
deserves it.
and also KL whenever he's played, India has not won. Though he hasn't played all ICC tournaments since his debut, but yeah, whenever he's played, I think he was in 19, he was in 21, he was in 22, he was in 23.
What I am fearing is that see Indian
या
bowling is
तो वो लोग
very
कल
good.
सुंदर को भी खिला सकते हैं. सुंदर है ना टीम में, वो उसको ओपन करा दो. एक बार वो
See,
ओपन किए थे इंडिया के लिए.
Indian bowling is very good. I'm not doubting them, but what I'm
Yeah.
fearing is that a collapse in batting. Hopefully, it shouldn't happen in those two matches, but that is the fear
Yeah,
I'm having. But if you ask me personally, if India faces Australia if India wins that match, I think India will be having a lot of mental advantage going into
yeah,
the final.
surely.
And if South Africa, yeah, then beat South Africa, beat New Zealand, India is winning the match. That's my feeling. Yeah, I think mostly in ODI World Cups, I think the semi-final has costed India a lot of times ODI tournament. So I think that will be the biggest match for India. I feel
तो
because see
2023 के पहले तो ओडीआई टूर्नामेंट्स में जो जो हार रहे थे सब कुछ चेजिंग करके 2023 में फर्स्ट टाइम डिफेंड करके हारा
2020
था.
2027 में 300 330 प्लस अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान को मैच वहीं पर हार गए थे.
I mean that game even Pakistan lower order kept on scoring the runs. I mean even after they got Fakhar Zaman, I think Babar got the 46, Shoaib Malik got some runs, Hafiz got a 50, Imad Wasim got some runs.
Yeah, that was specifically not our day.
उसकी सेंचुरी हो जाने दो तो किसी की रोकेगा नहीं. And 2015 also they chasing 330 against Australia, they lost. 2019 chasing 240 against New Zealand.
हार्दिक को ओपन कर रहा था उसकी सेंचुरी हो जाने तो किसी को रोकेगा नहीं. Yeah. So guys who are watching us, you can also comment and make the life a bit more interesting. ये टुल्ला नहीं नीली जर्सी देख के पगला जाता है. Absolutely, the way he dropped the catch, played against Afghanistan. Also, I think the catch Rashid should have taken that catch. It was not a hard catch to take.
इंग्लैंड के
If
साथ
you
हक
talk
दिए थे,
about,
इंग्लैंड के साथ ब्लू जर्सी थे ना.
hmm,
Also, Matt Short is injured and he mostly won't play the same final. So it's left to be seen who they play as the opener.
if
I
India
think they've
plays
got a
against
few options.
Australia, I think India should chase it.
I think
That's
now
simple.
who they play against in place of Matt Short. Do they? Okay, Ashish is here. Let me add him. Yeah,
Hey,
Ashish.
what's up?
Yeah, so we were discussing who would Australia play in Matt Short's place. They can play Jake Fraser-McGurk, they can play Aaron Fardy, or they can bring in Cooper Connolly.
क्योंकि क्या हुआ मैच शॉट को?
Quite strain.
Is he officially out of the tournament?
No, I saw some post in ESPN that he
सेमीफाइनल
would
मिस
most
करेगा.
likely not play the same.
सेमीफाइनल मिस करेगा, but
Hmm.
बाकी
See,
नहीं
I
पता.
think they can bring first option is they can bring JFM to open the innings. But what that will mean is they will go down with one bowler because Short was bowling well. Now they have to bowl 10 overs from Maxwell, Labuschagne and Head. ये तो एक ऑप्शन हुआ. दूसरा ऑप्शन है एरन हार्डी. बट एरन हार्डी इज नॉट समवन हु कैन ओपन द इनिंग्स. तो फिर कौन ओपन करेगा? स्मिथ को ओपन कराओगे या इंग्लिश को टॉप में प्रमोट करोगे? दैट इज द थिंग. Third option is you bring in Cooper Connolly from the traveling reserves. But that can happen only if short gets they rule out short. So then short won't be available even if they go to the final. At this point, I think he's not ruled out, but he's going to miss one match or something like that. So Cooper Connolly को खिलाओगे तो एक spin option मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन again he is also not a proper opener.
So
So
today's
that's
coming
something.
congratulating Ashish that this time you're DC winning
Yeah.
WPL.
हाँ ये
भाई,
शुरू से बोल रहे हैं.
IPL को देखो जीतने
Victor.
का देखो मैं उम्मीदें नहीं रखता हूँ. मैं हर एक दिन को एक नया दिन कंसिडर करता हूँ, क्योंकि आज अच्छा खेला इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अच्छा होगा. पहले फाइनल में क्वालिफाई करते हैं, फिर आगे का देखते हैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप. बट या इट्स अ गुड क्रिकेट. मतलब सैफ अली और जेस दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा खेला. सो स्पेशली और बॉलर्स ने बहुत अच्छा किया कि 150 के अंदर आरसीबी को रोका. सो कुडोस टू द टीम. गुड जॉब.
I mean, the last 7 overs they got just 52 runs RCB, and Petty got just 7 balls strike in the last 5 overs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Excellent.
so today is a session that English will open.
I
Yeah,
couldn't watch
they
the
may
game.
use the English to open because he has played at the top order in T20
I
cricket.
think
So let's
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
see. I
उतना भी
mean,
रिस्क नहीं लेगा कि जेक फ्रेजर मेकअप उसका कोई परफॉर्मेंस ही नहीं है उसको ओपन करवा देगा.
I think bringing Jake Fisher should be the last option because it's not like he's in a very good state of form, and on top of that, he can't even bowl. So I think if they have to bring someone else, bring Aaron Hardy or Cooper Connolly. At least they can give you something with the ball.
That
So-
makes sense actually.
Can we? So no more comments are coming. Can we call it a today for today?
Yeah, I think maybe 2-3 more minutes and let's call it.
Wrap it up.
या मतलब मैं एकदम एंड मोमेंट पे ज्वाइन किया हूँ.
हाँ.
अच्छा. And the South Africa or England game, I bet you guys must have discussed about it. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had some in-depth discussion on England also.
yeah, my Tristan Stubby boy scored 0. So not
आशीष
good.
सबके JFM को खिलाओ.
अरे भाई JFM, the thing is JFM को खुद खेलने का क्या इच्छा है, वो क्या कर रहा है भाई. मतलब थोड़ा अच्छा खेल ले भाई.
I mean हाँ अभी तो आशीष के टीम में 2 बंदा है, JFM और ये स्मोकमैन.
स्मोकमैन कौन है भाई?
Harry Brook.
अरे
भाई सब
सबके
फ्रॉड
सब जनरेशनल टैलेंट आके बैठे हैं डीसी में.
सब भाई.
और
भाई
एक
वो
अपना
हमेशा
डिस्टेंस
से था
स्टब्स
भाई.
भी है.
केरला भी तो डीसी में ही है ना.
हाँ वो भी जनरेशनल टैलेंट.
जनरेशनल टैलेंट.
यार बहुत दुख है भाई. जेएफएम भाई वो खुद अच्छा खेले तो ना कुछ. बट कोई बात नहीं. ट्रिस्टन स्टब्स 0 बना के बैठा है भाई. ट्रिस्टन स्टब्स आज 0 बनाया.
अरे he was sent to open, so I think opening not his position.
बट फिर भी भाई 0 कौन बनाता है यार. रन बना लेता. रन था ही नहीं. मजे में खेलता. मतलब यू गेट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग राइट.
हाँ बोल्ड ही हो गया मतलब.
उसको क्यों भेजा हुआ ओपन करना पता नहीं. उसको शायद भेजा हुआ कि भाई और
अरे वो बस एक दिन के लिए बबूमा नहीं था तो अकोमोडेट करने के लिए भेज दिया. खेलो भाई एक दिन. कोई नहीं है. फुगमैन.
also depends upon how you get out. अच्छा बोल्ड.
Don't get it. Who is Fugman?
नो आइडिया ब्रो. फुगमैन है कौन?
JFM का तो रिसेंटली एक ही अच्छा नॉक देखा, वो बीबीएल में एक किसी मैच में तो ब्रिस्बेन हिट को मारा था 98 या कुछ. वो लास्ट मैच था बीबीएल का शायद उसका टीम का. ब्रूक. ओके.
अच्छा फुगमैन.
I think people are slowly coming. Yeah, we have some viewers.
People, I mean the views has been 3/4, but yeah, people haven't commented enough.
So Ashish recently joined. क्या predictions for tomorrow's match?
प्रेडिक्शन किसका मैच है कल?
India New Zealand.
भाई हाउ कुड आई फॉरगेट दैट. It is the last game of this thing, right?
Group stage.
India.
I think मेरे को लगता है अच्छा मैच होगा क्योंकि सैंटनर, ब्रिसवेल कैन ट्रबल द लाइक्स ऑफ विराट कोहली.
देख, द ओनली थिंग इज कि सेमीफाइनल में किसको खेलेगा. अगर टॉप पे आए तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया को खेलेंगे, सेकंड पे आए तो साउथ अफ्रीका को खेलेंगे.
साउथ अफ्रीका खेलेगा.
2015 का रीमैचेस हो सकता है दोनों सेमीफाइनल्स.
हाँ राइट भाई, मैं चाहता हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ खेले, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को सेमीफाइनल से बाहर निकाले. बस यही है चाहता हूँ. और अगर खुद बाहर हो जाते हैं तो भाई फिर तो क्रिकेट छोड़ देना चाहिए.
मेरे को भी लगता है.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया से तो जो भी हारेगा पहले क्रिकेट छोड़ो
भाई. तुम क्रिकेट छोड़ो भाई. ऑस्ट्रेलिया को ऑस्ट्रेलिया एक्चुअली इस बार ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहला जाएगा. पहला जाना भी चाहिए भाई. तो देखो, तो ऑनेस्टली आवर बॉलर्स आर आल्सो नॉट द बेस्ट बॉलिंग अटैक दैट वी हैव, बट द ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज अ वेरी वीक साइड. मतलब टू बी ऑनेस्ट,
या मतलब बेन डोवरशियस तो उसका मतलब बीपीएल प्रोडक्ट है. ठीक है, स्पेंसर जॉनसन ठीक है, मतलब आई थिंक ही हैज बीन हाइप्ड अ बिट द नेक्स्ट ऑफ लीडर ऑफ देयर बॉलिंग अटैक और समथिंग. देन और एक कौन है, नेथन एलिस. आई थिंक ही इज द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस्ड गाय इन दैट setup. He has played some matches for Australia previously also in both the formats, so I think he's the most experienced guy. Yeah, but I mean in the pace attack, and then Zampa is there.
Zampa तो है ही मतलब.
और उसका फिफ्थ बॉलर भी वो मैक्सवेल और शॉर्ट से करवा रहे थे. शॉर्ट नहीं है तो हेड, लाबुशेन वो लोग से निकाल.
वेरी ऑनेस्ट, अगर इंडिया न्यूजीलैंड फाइनल में खेले वो मेरे लिए ज्यादा खतरनाक होगा rather than इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया इन माय व्यू. न्यूजीलैंड बहुत डेंजरस टीम है.
See, I think this India-Australia thing has been hyped to a great extent since the 2023. मतलब उसके बाद ये थोड़ा अलग लेवल पे लोग रील बना के हाइप कर दिया. ट्रेविस हेड ये वो.
बट न्यूजीलैंड इज रिस्की. मतलब न्यूजीलैंड तो भाई अगर ठीक है भाई, आई जस्ट फील कि न्यूजीलैंड या साउथ अफ्रीका कुछ जीत जाए. मतलब
नहीं न्यूजीलैंड बहुत जीत चुका है. न्यूजीलैंड और ना जीतता है.
नहीं, न्यूजीलैंड has just 2 trophies.
तो क्या हुआ?
क्या जीता? दो भी कैसे भाई?
दो जीता है.
एक चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी, WTC
चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी कब जीता था? अच्छा वो पूरा
इंडिया को ही हराए थे.
इंडिया को
दो जीता, 2 ही इंडिया को हराते.
भाई जीते कुछ न्यूजीलैंड यार, या साउथ अफ्रीका जीत जाए कुछ.
डोवरशियस को दोसा बना देगा रोहित शर्मा.
द थिंग इज दैट ऑस्ट्रेलिया का फील्डिंग बहुत अच्छा है. तो मतलब लोग
हाँ मतलब T20 वर्ल्ड कप में वो मैं देखा उसका फील्डिंग बहुत खराब हो रहे थे, पर मतलब ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप तो सेमीफाइनल और फाइनल में वो फील्डिंग से ही 50 रन बचा दिया. वो डेविड वार्नर और लाबुशेन जैसे ग्राउंड में पूरा मतलब जहां भी देख रहे हो डेविड वार्नर और लाबुशेन. मतलब लाबुशेन तो फिर भी ठीक है, डेविड वार्नर वो 37 साल की उम्र में जहां भी देख रहे हो वार्नर आ गया.
एटलीस्ट 30 रन तो बचा ही था आराम से.
No, New Zealand is also a very good fielding side, to be honest. I mean,
New Zealand, हाँ. वो बना दोनों टीम ही डेंजरस है. अगर इंडिया का पर्सपेक्टिव से
वो है न्यूजीलैंड हमेशा इंडिया का थोड़ा मेजर है उसके पास. मतलब वो कभी ना कभी इंडिया को प्रेशर देता ही है. नहीं भाई, अफ्रीका को WTC जीता तो 2 बार चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी कुछ अलग जीता अफ्रीका.
वो एक टीम का रहता है, जैसे कि मुंबई इंडियंस का काफी टीम के साथ रहता है. वो एक रहता है, वो वाला चीज है न्यूजीलैंड का इंडिया के अगेंस्ट. दे ऑलवेज एंड अप गेटिंग द बेटर ऑफ इंडिया.
तो 2023 वर्ल्ड कप ही एक्सेप्शन था.
अरे इस बार टेस्ट सीरीज ही देख लो, श्रीलंका से उतना गंदा हार के आया और फिर इंडिया को अचानक से 3-0 हरा के चल गया.
और वही तो इंडिया को मतलब वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप से निकाल दिया.
हाँ मतलब the thing is people are making reels on Cummins but the actual hero should be Latham.
एक्चुअली बिकॉज़ अगर देखो तुम 3-1 से भी हारता है.
मतलब वो है, तुमको सीरीज के पहले कोई बोलता कि बीजीटी इंडिया हार जाएगा, फिर भी तुम मतलब मान लेते ठीक है हो सकता है हार जाएगा. पर इंडिया में न्यूजीलैंड, वो भी न्यूजीलैंड जो इसके पहले WTC में कोई सीरीज नहीं जीता बाहर, वो इंडिया में आके 3-0 जीत जाएगा, जहां वो 36 ईयर से कोई टेस्ट ही नहीं जीता. श्रीलंका में 2-0 हार के आया. एक मैच में 500 का लीड था उसका फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में, वो बंदा आके इधर, वो टीम आके इधर 3-0 जीत जाएगी, ये कोई बोलता तो तुम तो मतलब थप्पड़ मार देते उसको। भाई क्या बोल रहे हो?
फिर मतलब क्या हुआ कि
I
इंडिया के
I
ऊपर
myself
प्रेशर है.
have I myself said in the live that New Zealand won't win. Even if they win one, they should feel lucky. I agree. I admit
I
here.
think I think that's why India got more pressure. I think in the beginning
Yeah,
series. I think
and the last match तो India should have won. देशों का टारगेट था 145 कुछ टारगेट था, वो भी वो लोग जीत गया।
वो तो बुमराह का मतलब एक बॉलर मतलब शॉट था, तो वो तो मतलब कुछ कर नहीं सकता उसका.
और मतलब उनका बैटर्स जैसे स्टेप अप किया, विल यंग, डैरिल मिचेल, रचिन रविंद्र, डेवन कॉनवे, हर लोग कभी कभी स्टेप
अच्छा
अप
अच्छा,
किया।
मेरे को लगा कि तुम सिडनी मैच की बात कर रहे हो. नहीं नहीं, करेक्ट
नहीं
करेक्ट,
नहीं,
आई
मैं
थॉट.
नहीं, उसमें भी वैसे बुमराह नहीं था एक्चुअली, बट जो भी है वो तो चेस कर रहे थे इंडिया।
वो जीतना चाहिए था.
कौन सा गेम?
अरे वो वानखेड़े वाला गेम जो हार गया ना, ऋषभ पंत का वो कंट्रोवर्शियल आउट हुआ था, बैट लगा कि नहीं,
अच्छा
न्यूजीलैंड के साथ हार्ड गेम।
अच्छा.
मतलब इवन 2023 वर्ल्ड कप सेमीफाइनल देख लो, मतलब उसमें भी 400 रन का टारगेट, 2 विकेट जल्दी गिर गया, दूसरा कोई टीम तो शायद 200 में ऑल आउट ही हो जाते, वो लोग तो फाइट लगा दिए थे, चलो ये भी होगा। मतलब एक टाइम तो इंडिया टू बी ऑनेस्ट प्रेशर फील भी कर रहे थे।
कौन सा वाला मैच में?
2023 सेमीफाइनल बोल रहा हूँ।
अच्छा हाँ.
न्यूजीलैंड वाले हमें एग्रेशन नहीं दिखाते तो हम उनको हल्के में ले लेते हैं।
करेक्ट.
हम वो थोड़ा अंडरडॉग्स रहते हैं ना, मतलब वो लोग कभी आके ये नहीं दिखा रहे कि वो देखो भाई इतना आग फाग टीम है, ये सब
मतलब तुम न्यूजीलैंड इज अ टीम विच आर वेरी टेक्निकली कॉम्पैक्ट। आई मीन तुम उसका वो उनका काम चुपचाप करके चल जाते हैं। तुम वीमेंस टीम भी उठा लो, वो 10 मैच या कुछ हार के आए थे और फिर दुबई में आके T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीत गए।
वही है, बहुत कुछ सीखने का है भाई न्यूजीलैंड से भाई, पर्सनालिटी वाइज.
Yeah, also in IPL, I mean I used to consider SRH as that kind of a team. I mean थोड़ा अंडरडॉग्स है, ये है। अभी अभी में भी नहीं है, अभी SRH
अभी सरज बहुत स्ट्रांग टीम है.
हाँ
अभी अंडरडॉग्स नहीं बोलते तुम लोग.
वही भाई.
मतलब जैसा बैटिंग है उन लोग का भी, जैसा
भाई
बॉलिंग है.
इस साल का तो मेरा फेवरेट है, मतलब टू विन द कप.
हाँ, मतलब वो
सेम.
जीत सकता है टू बी ऑनेस्ट। लास्ट बार भी वो मिचेल स्टार्क का एक स्पेशल स्पेल आ गया, आशीष होप कर रहे हैं इस बार भी ऐसे एक आ जाए मिचेल स्टार्क का स्पेशल स्पेल फाइनल में।
मतलब मेरे को किसी ने बोला था कि भाई मिचेल स्टार्क तुमको तब जिताएगा जब बाकी लोग उसको सेमीफाइनल फाइनल तक पहुंचाए, ठीक है? वो उसके साथ कंडीशन जाता है, तुम
क्वालिफायर्स
सब
पे
10 लोग मिलकर सेमीफाइनल
वैसे
पहुंचाओ.
मिचेल स्टार्क का रिप्लेसमेंट कोई रखा है क्या?
चमीरा है.
अच्छा, वो मतलब पूरा KKR कॉम्बो ही उठा के लिया तो उधर भी चमीरा ही था उसका रिप्लेसमेंट। IPL की अंडरडॉग आ रहा है भाई, ये तो थोड़ा ज्यादा ही अंडरडॉग हो गया, इतना अंडर चल गया कि 2008 के बाद वो वापस ऊपर आया ही नहीं।
मतलब भाई, और द थिंग इज कि वो लोग अच्छा करता है, वो अच्छा करता है.
और
फिर
रॉयल्स का तो मतलब
फिर डाउन.
सब जगह चल रहा है, S20 में भी वो मतलब ऐसे उठ के फिर ऐसे गिरा।
मतलब भाई, मतलब दे हैव बिल्ट अ रियली गुड टीम. वो जो मतलब 2022-23 में जो उन्होंने टीम बनाया था ना, जो भी मेगा ऑक्शन, जो लास्ट मेगा ऑक्शन के बाद दे मेड अ रियली गुड टीम.
एंड ओवरडॉग RCB। अच्छा, इस बार तो पॉन्टिंग गए हैं पंजाब, उसके पास प्रोजेक्ट है, पंजाब को जिताएंगे, देखते हैं क्या होता है।
वो दिल्ली 2020 बना रहा है वो लोग बेसिकली.
हाँ, मतलब वो श्रेयस एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया ऐसे बनाया है।
हाँ, श्रेयस और पांडे को साथ में मिला के देखो क्या करता है ये लोग.
हाँ, वो तो लग रहा है पॉन्टिंग शायद पंत के साथ प्रैंक कर दिया, उसको बोला था लेंगे, फिर उसको गोइनका के पास भेज दिया।
तो इनका भी एक अलग कैरेक्टर है. समहाउ उसका मोहन बगान के लिए अच्छा चल रहा है तो आई एम हैप्पी, बट कैरेक्टर है भाई वो.
एंड जिसके होने ना होने से फर्क ना पड़े वो पंजाब। हाँ मतलब उस दिन तो एक रील में देख रहा था, आई थिंक आई सेंड आशीष आल्सो कि वो व्हाई आर यू नर्वस, योर टीम नीड्स 2 of 6, फिर देखा रहा है माय टीम इज किंग्स 11 पंजाब।
मतलब द थिंग इज आरसीबी हैज ओवरशैडोड डीसी एंड पंजाब, ठीक है ना, कि भाई, और देखो मैं ये बोलूंगा कि डीसी it has still done better than पंजाब, क्योंकि भाई एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा ना एफर्ट मारता हुआ दिखता है कि
नहीं
कभी कभी।
पंजाब भाई क्वालिफाई 2 बार किया, उसमें से 1 बार फाइनल किया। और
पंजाब
पंजाब
क्वालिफाई
का तो
एक ही
मतलब
बार किया शायद।
2020 वो era, वो साल तो 2020 तो पंजाब मतलब जान लगा दिए थे कहीं से भी हारेंगे हम लोग, हम
ये
हार के
पंजाब शायद एक ही बार
दिखाएंगे।
शायद क्वालिफाई किया ना, कि 2 बार किया है?
8 में किया था युवराज जब कैप्टन था।
8 में किया।
और
फर्स्ट सीजन में किया था, पंजाब गया था, दिल्ली गया था, आरआर गया था, सीएसके
चेन्नई
गया था
चेन्नई हाँ,
फर्स्ट
फिर
सीजन में,
शायद
तो आरआर
चेन्नई शायद दिल्ली को हराया और
चेन्नई ने
आरआर
दिल्ली को
पंजाब।
हराया और आरआर ने हराया, नहीं आरआर ने दिल्ली को हराया था, चेन्नई ने हराया था पंजाब को।
अच्छा,
करेक्ट करेक्ट।
चेन्नई पंजाब को हराया था। और एक बार तो 2014 में गया, उस बार तो वो
क्या था
पीयूष चावला ने उसको लास्ट में बाहर कर दिया।
ग्लेन मैक्सवेल मैजिक ने लेके गया था उसको, और
हाँ फिर तो वो ऐसा है पंजाब का तो खराब सीजन भी नहीं जाता, मतलब वो बीच में लटका हुआ था, वो हमेशा 12 पॉइंट 10 पॉइंट ऐसे जाके खत्म करता है।
हम्म।
डीसी के लिए तो आईपीएल 2019 से ही शुरू है, नहीं उसका 2000 वो इनिशियल 4-5 ईयर डीसी का बहुत अच्छा थे, फिर वो बीच में वो अलग ही स्टक हो
नहीं
गए
नहीं
थे
नहीं,
30।
वो उसका बोलने का मतलब है कि डीसी तो 2019 से ही शुरू किया है।
अच्छा अच्छा हाँ डीसी हुआ था, अच्छा हाँ ये तीनों टीम वैसे अपना नाम एक एक बार चेंज किया है, ये होली ट्रिनिटी।
नहीं, आरसीबी ने कब किया, आरसीबी ने कब
उसी
किया?
भी
अभी
देखो।
बेंगलोर से बेंगलुरु किया था ना।
अरे तो वो तो
कम
उसका शहर ही
ऑन,
बदल गया, तो उसमें उसका क्या कंट्रोल है?
उसमें उसका
अच्छा
क्या गलती है?
हाँ वो कह सकते हो मतलब। और ये पंजाब किंग्स किया, मतलब पंजाब किंग्स तो वैसे जर्सी भी कॉपी कर दिया आरसीबी से, अभी ओल्ड आरसीबी का जर्सी ला लिया। अभी तो पीटरसन भी वापस आ गया पंजाब में, सॉरी डीसी
दिल्ली
में।
दिल्ली भाई ओजी प्लेयर था वो हमारा, बहुत ओजी प्लेयर था।
ओजी पीटरसन लेजेंड क्लास प्लेयर था।
हाँ तो
एक स्टोरी 2012 का ही शायद, आईपीएल का बात है, मैं स्कूल में पढ़ता था, और मैं शाम के समय ट्यूशन पे गया हुआ था, ठीक है, अच्छा सीधा सच्चा कैप्टन पंजाब। अच्छा, तो मैं
हाँ
ना
तो
मैं
पंजाब का तो
ट्यूशन,
वही स्वैग है कि जितना ट्रॉफीज एमआईसीएस के मिला क्या है, उससे ज्यादा कैप्टन हमारे पास है।
ठीक है, सुन, तो मतलब एक स्टोरी तो मतलब इवनिंग में मैं ट्यूशन में गया पढ़ रहा था, एंड मेरा मैथ टीचर ने बस ये बात बोला था कि T20 क्रिकेट में क्या है, जो रन बना दे वो रन बना दे, अब तुम दिल्ली डेयरडेविल्स को ले लो, इतने स्टार स्टडेड टीम है, स्टिल 10 रन पे 4 विकेट गिरा के बैठा हुआ है, कुछ ऐसा सीन था। वो डेकन वाला गेम था कुछ,
हम्म,
और फिर जब मैं घर पहुंचा था ट्यूशन के बाद, मैंने देखा था कि दिल्ली डेयरडेविल्स ने वो गेम समहाउ जीत गया, एंड इट वाज केविन पीटरसन जिसने 100 बनाया, एंड एक हारा हुआ गेम को उसने जिता दिया था।
अच्छा 100 बनाए थे वो एक।
हाँ हाँ,
अच्छा
तो दैट ओजी था, मतलब केपी वाज ओजी।
हाँ
2012 में उसका इंग्लैंड का सीरीज हुआ था, वो चला गया था, वरना अगर केपी रहता 2012 में भी हमारे साथ ना, वो तो हम लोग जीत गए होते भाई, वो हमारे साथ मेन गेम खेला नहीं था ना।
केबी के साथ, केबी मतलब ऐसा प्लेयर था, मतलब उसको वो आउट नहीं सकता
अरे
था मतलब।
2012 में तो वो सीएसके वाला मैच में केपी नहीं था क्या लास्ट में नॉकआउट्स
नहीं
में?
नहीं, वो चला गया था वो,
नहीं 12 में तो सेहवाग का वैसे भी क्लाउनर ही था, वो मॉर्निंग मार्किल को बैठा दिया सीएसके मैच में।
तो वो तुम्हारा
या
केपी नहीं
स्वीट
था
शीट।
भाई,
हाँ
वो
वो
ओजी प्लेयर।
उसमें कोई नया स्पिनर को वो खिला दिया और वो उसको
हाँ
बहुत खेला था मुरली
वो
विजय।
और जो स्टोरी है ना वो ये है कि
हाँ इरफान
केपी,
पठान इंजर्ड हो गए थे, फिर उसको ऑलराउंडर चाहिए थे, इसलिए वो आंद्रे रसल को खिलाया, मॉर्निंग को बैठाया।
और केकेआर का केपी का स्टोरी है कि उसका जो कंट्रोवर्सी हुआ था साउथ अफ्रीकन टीम के साथ, वो एंड्रू स्ट्रॉस के साथ, कि उसका वीकनेस वो लीक किया है, तो ये वो बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी वगैरह हुआ था, एंड ही वाज नॉट वेरी वेलकम इनसाइड द इंग्लिश टीम बिकॉज ही वाज नॉट एन इंग्लिश मैन, ही वाज साउथ अफ्रीकन। तो वो सब के अराउंड पे बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी, एंड केपी वाज नॉट द कैरेक्टर दैट यूज्ड टू टेक, ही वाज द कैरेक्टर ही यूज्ड टू गिव। तो he never tried to join in with the people. तो दो everything combined,
उसका एटीट्यूड इश्यूज की वजह से उसको बहुत प्रॉब्लम फेस करना पड़ा।
तो उसका वाला कैरेक्टर ही वैसा था, वो हमेशा से वही कैरेक्टर था। Currently he is
Yeah.
owning some rhino farms in Africa में, rhino farm भी own
Yeah,
करता है।
also I think
Rhino-
Peterson was one of the earliest guys. I mean, I read it in that Cricket 2.0 book. तो उस टाइम इंग्लैंड आईपीएल में किसी को नहीं आने देते थे। वो आई थिंक इनिशियल इयर्स में वो आईपीएल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं होने देते। मॉर्गन वाज वन ऑफ द अर्लीस्ट गाइस ही केम टू
ये सब
आईपीएल।
खेला था, बोपाड़ा से वादा था शायद।
But मतलब most of the guys I think didn't used to come, and I think things improved after 2016 when Morgan took charge and he and Andrew Strauss just changed. Also उस time Andrew Strauss भी वो ओपिनियन पे थे कि इधर काउंटी क्रिकेट ज्यादा खेलो, आईपीएल नहीं जाने देते थे। पीटरसन उसके बारे में भी लड़ा था स्ट्रॉस के साथ। मतलब ही सेड कि आईपीएल खेलना चाहिए, वो एक्सपोजर मिलना चाहिए सबको। एंड
पीटरसन वो
मतलब
था,
वो है पीटरसन थोड़ा वो रिबेल टाइप कैरेक्टर थे।
रेबल करेक्ट। उसके
Yeah, तो I
एटीट्यूड की
think
वजह से
yeah, I think
उसको मतलब बहुत प्रॉब्लम फेस करना पड़ा।
DC कंट्रोवर्सी भी हर बार स्टाफ चेंज करती है। See, I think, I mean, if results don't come, the dressing room is never settled. वो
तो
एक है बात। So I think yeah,
क्या
अच्छा बात हुआ, मतलब लास्ट में थोड़ा आईपीएल वगैरह का भी बात हुआ, सब कुछ हुआ। तो I think time to slowly wrap it up.
चलो guys,
Yeah,
मिलते हैं कल।
cool. I think let's wrap it up. Good night. Goodbye.
गुड नाइट।
Cheers.